Hello everyone, welcome to this lit code question. Reconstruct original digits from English. So let me read the question. Given a non-empty string containing an out of order English representation of digits 0 to 9, output the digits in ascending order. So the letters are only in lowercase English letters. Output is guaranteed to be valid and can be transformed to its original digits. So you can see here we cannot use 0 1 like this. We have to use 2 0 2 0 to make it 0 and 1, and input length is less than 50,000. So you don't have to worry about this. First of all, we have to understand what is the example saying. So we have 0 1 2 because you can write it down like this. So if I take this example over here to here, and I could write the same thing as ZEROONETWO. So if you see here, we have how many 0? 1 2 3. We have 1 2 3 0 Z1 E2. We have 2 E's 2. So if you actually reformat it, it becomes like this, and so we can write the same thing as 0 1 2. So our aim is to transform the words into the numeric form 0 1 to 1 to 2. So similarly for 5 and 4, as you can see, I hope you can manage to figure out that this is 5 and 4, right? And you can see that it is arranged in ascending order, so we have to also maintain the format of ascending order. So now let us see what we can do. First, let me write out the numbers that we have: 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Right, we have the limit is from 0 to 9. We don't have 10 11, only from 0 to 9. So now let us make a JSON format notation, JSON object notation format. So the numbers, well, we can I don't know if this is the correct name for this assignment, but we can manage it later. So now for unique of 1. So now first of all, let us do for 1. We have also for 2. Okay, we have also for 0, right? Then we have for 3 and 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we have 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. For 0, we can see that Z is the only unique thing. So, and let us keep the value as default as 0. There are many ways, and this is one of the ways that we can try to understand that if there is a 0 or not, because it is said that we are going to have a valid 0 word at least. We will not be having something like this. So we just have to find out that if there is Z. If there is a Z, that means we have 1 0. Right, and let us put a default value numbers of 0 as 0 itself. Now for 1, we'll come to this later, because 0 1 ONE is there in many of other numbers, right? 2 in 2, we can see that W is the only unique thing, so we can immediately go for W. If there is a W, we are sure that we have 2. 3, we'll come to this later, but for now we'll just put it as default 0. 4, I think we can see that U is a unique in all from 0 to 9. So if we have U, we are sure that we have 0. And then we have 5. So 5 is also not unique because there is 5 and 4. So we'll come to this later. When there is a duplicate, like V is there in 7, right? E is there in many numbers, F is there in 4 and 5, so we'll come to this later. And then 6, X is a unique element in all the words that I have already written, 0. Okay, then let us go with 7. 7 is also not very common, it does not have any unique, but we'll just leave it for now. And 8, G is the unique in all the elements, so G for 0. And then for 9, this is also not very common, so let's start with the most uncommon element. So For 1 we have 0, 0 is there in 0, 1 2 3 4, so we have 3. N is there in 1 2 3 4. Okay, and 1 2 3, right? And in 7, in 9, so we have in 7 and 9, right? So let us start with the easy one. 9 is also like we have two 9s, one I is there in many other elements, E is there in many other elements. So let us start with the small one. Let us see what 3 is there in, T is there in 2 and 3 and 8, so we have 3 T's. H is there in 8 and, okay, I think we can go with H, because R, okay, R is there in 0 and, okay, R is there in 0 and yeah, 3 itself, and also in 4. So remove R. We have the best option for now is H, because H is only there in 8 and 3, so we can go with the least duplicate, right? So for 3 I can put H, and then I have to subtract 3 from 8, right? Because 0 is unique, 2 is also unique, 4 is also unique, 8 is also unique, 6 also unique. Now we are going for 3, which has a duplicate in 8, which has H in 8 and 3, so we have to subtract 8 from here. So just subtract 8, right? The unit number of 8, the value from 1. From, for example, if it has 2, then I have to subtract by 1 for to get myself 8. So we'll come to that later, but for now we can just subtract it. The logic I'll explain it later, right? Now for 5 I can go with F, because this is only the common element, FF. I is there in many others, 6 8 9. V is there in 7. We can also use V, but I think we can start with the first one first. Serve. E is common in many others, so let's go for F, and I have to subtract 4 from this, right? This is just for easy understanding that I have written in numbers. Now for 7 I think we can go with S, because SS is there, V is there in many other, 5 7, and okay, first come first serve, right? So I have to remove 6 from this. For 9 I can use, I think we can use I, because I don't need to use double common element, right? And then E is there in many others, so I need to subtract what else. Let's see, I have to subtract 5, I have to subtract 6, I have to subtract 8. Okay, now let's go for 1. I can go for not O is there in many other elements, N is there in what, I can use N, because E is there in 3 5 7, and there is also double E here, so I think the best thing is to subtract N from 7 and 9. So I have to multiply 2 N's in 9, because there are 2 9's here, N. Okay, now let us look through the string to count the number of Z and W in the alphabet itself, right? So now if it is empty, then we're going to assign it as 1, else we're going to increment it by 1. So this works even though we don't need to use each and every character. So let me just try to print this over here. Okay, let s equal to whatever it is, this one. Now let me try to print the value of numbers. So we I think we can expect to have 0 1. Okay, if okay, did I made a mistake? Oh yes, I made a mistake, numbers. Okay, we have Z and 1, so we have extra element after I, that is O T E R. So we can just leave it here for this. We don't have to worry about this extra elements that is come here. So we have to focus only in this one, because if there is z, that means we have 0. If there is n, that means we have 1. If there is w, that means we have what? We have, yes, we have 2, right? So since there is no I, that means we don't have 9 and all, right? So in this way we are able to find the unique elements. So now this is just a introduction. Now we have to solve it. So let me just copy it again here, spelling mistake, right? Now let me define an array alpha as alphabet. I can name anything. Alphabet counts equal to new array of length is 10, fill with 0, default elements 0 of length 10. This is the way to define it. And now first alpha count, that is 0. I'll just in the increasing order, right? So let me write it as 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9. Okay, up to 9. 10 na, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, length 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, now we have to count the number of z elements. So for 0 we have to go for numbers of 0. What is the value of z after looping through this, right? We have found here that z is 1. So in that way we are going to, so in this way we don't have to worry about this. We have to only get the value from z to I, right? Z of n, I need to subtract the value of what was that, and I have to subtract from 7, that is what, s, and wait, for just a confirmation, let me just try to put like this, if I have to put this in curly brackets or not. Okay, yeah, I need to put this inside the quotation. Sorry, that is what I was checking. Yeah, I need to put this inside the quotation. And also twice of numbers of what, 9, right? And for 2 numbers of w, and let me go for a unique one first. 4 is u, 6 is x, 8 is g, and then what is 4? What is 3? 3 is h minus 8. 8 is how much? G. 5 is minus 4 if I am not wrong. So for 5 it is f minus u, right? And then for 7 it is like s minus 6, that is going to be x. Then for 9, I think this is the longest one, and it will be I, or I minus 5, that is 5 is how much? Okay, instead of writing like this, I can just directly write alpha count of 5 minus, copy this, alpha count of 6 minus alpha count of 8, or else I have to write the same thing again and again. It becomes long. So anything works. Wait, is it right that I'm writing 8 is, why did I write 8 here? Okay, it is because of I, right? That is the reason I have written 8. But I think it's better to write the unique element first, because we cannot have duplicates without yeah, all the unique elements first, and then comes the so I think it's better to represent G with 8, so that it is much easier to understand that G and 3 are dependent on each other. And then U is going for 4, X is going for what, alpha 6, and S is for what did I just do here? I was about to make a very big mistake. 7, huh? 7 is dependent on S also, so I glad I did use this, because I had to write both of them. So yeah, I think I made a I did it good. So I is for, what is for I? If I'm not mistaken, I is for 9. So since 1 is dependent on 9, this will come first, and then this I'll represent by this 5, 6, 8. Now it's better, shorter and better. If I use these numbers Z and all now, it will become much more longer. So that's it. Now I need to loop. Now if I just go this and put it here, and if I just alpha count it, print the alpha count, let's see what happens. We can expect, okay, we have 0, 1 and 2. It's correct, it's correctly showing. So I'm not going to explain too much into detail why it is necessary. I think you get the logic that if there is duplicate, you need to subtract a duplicate, or else there will be confusion, right? That there is 2, 7, 2, 6 and all. So we just have to count the value of how many 6 are there, how many 7 are there, how many 5 are there, how many 3 are there, because H is repeated somewhere else. So we are just trying to eliminate all the duplicates, right? Now at I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. So instead of I is equal to less than 10, I can just write alpha count dot length, no, to be more precise. Now again I'm going to do a loop. Let 0 is equal, j is equal to 0, j is less than how much? Alpha count of I, j plus plus, and then I have to append this like let result is equal to string. So res plus equals to I. So in JavaScript you can append number to a string. If it is not, let's see, you can run the code and we'll see it. Oh, sorry, I have not commented this out. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, it's very good. So simply saying that we are just making sure that if the value of Z is like 1 no? So we are just going to print only one element. So if you know for loop, then I think you can understand. It's very easy logic. So that's it. This is a very nice way of solving the problem using simple concepts, not too hard. I hope you enjoyed the solution. Thank you for watching, and also subscribe and like if you find it helpful. Bye for now. See you next time.